So as you may know, I really enjoy using a software called Descript to help me edit the videos on this channel, edit courses, and any kind of video that you see me creating. For those who don't know, Descript is a video editor that allows you to edit like a Google Doc. It also has all sorts of other awesome AI stuff built in. You're able to edit everything right within Descript, very much like a Word doc, which is just really great when editing videos. We have captions in there and all sorts of other things that we'll look at here in a moment. A newer feature from Descript aims to help you out when you're reading a script like this. So as you can see, I do have two camera angles side by side for this video. That's on purpose because I want to demonstrate this new feature. So I'm not looking at this camera that we'll call camera A right now. I'm reading my script and it's helping me maintain eye contact with that camera. So as you can see, I'm looking off camera over to the side to read this script. So it's a feature called eye contact. You can enable it on any source video where a person's speaking, and it does a really good job of helping you maintain that eye contact with the camera in a natural way, or as natural as it can be. All you need to do is you drop your video clip in your timeline in Descript, you go to filters and you add the eye contact feature onto your video and you're good to go. You can add scenes to your video and be able to turn it on and off as you please. So if you don't like how it looks on a certain part of a video, you can split up your timeline and fix that as well, which is really nice. For me, I typically don't read from a script. All right, John from the future, editing John here. Did you notice that little thing there with the eye contact? Let's go ahead and take a look back really quick. So as you can see, it works really well, but every now and then it gets a little mixed up with something. On the camera A, I do have my eyeball showing through the paper, which is kind of funny. As you're working through it, you don't notice it as much, so it's kind of funny that it is in there. The way that you can handle that is you can slice up the script and turn off the eye contact for that part, and that would fix that. So that's one way to fix it, but it is one of those artifacts left over when you are using it. So something to watch out for, which is pretty fun. All right, back to the video. But when I do, you bet I'm going to be using this feature just because when you have bullet points or a script, it's really helpful to get those right. When you read from a script, you don't say and ah as much though, which is a good thing. However, Descript does help with that as well. You can replace all of your filler words or remove all your filler words with Descript, which is really awesome. The way that looks is you just search your document and say replace filler words, which is really great. If you read from a script, good, because you probably won't have as many ums and ahs as I always do. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Another cool use case of this new feature that comes to mind is regarding multiple camera angles, like how you're seeing here on the screen. Whenever I record videos, I tend to like to have backup audio if at all possible, and having backup video is a potential idea as well. So if the camera angles are close enough, you can actually make it to where you're making eye contact with both cameras, hopefully, which is a pretty neat thing that you can have enabled within Descript now. So that's really nice as well. If you have multiple speakers or multiple people on a podcast, you can apply this feature to each of those and switch between the cameras as well, which is really nice. But it's just a really cool thing to be able to fix those things after the fact, because with audio and Descript, you've been able to fix your audio quite a bit in post within Descript with features like overdub and just editing it like a text document. To touch on overdub a bit more, it is an AI replication of your voice, so you can actually change the words you're saying and be able to modify those based on training data that you've submitted, which is really great. That's helped me out a few times when I've said a word wrong and I just wanted to go in and replace it really quickly. You can hardly notice most times that there's anything going on, which is really great. But having the ability to fix something like your video in post now with eye contact is really cool as well. Now all we need is overdub to change how your mouth moves, and that's when it'll get really freaky because you can sit here and have a conversation with yourself in a weird way. So that's another video I look forward to making when that feature comes out one day. Keep in mind that's not a feature they've said is coming out, it's just me thinking ahead. Like I mentioned earlier, Descript has these things called AI actions now, which help you run AI commands on your script that's generated automatically from your voice. One question I get all the time is, do I write out a script before every video and that's what's in Descript? The answer is no. Script generates that for you automatically, and it just gets better the more things that you generate as well. So with that script that's auto-generated, you are able to start to query it and ask it questions and help it summarize videos and all those good things. So we can do, just to round out this video, is we can take the entire script from this video, we can go ahead and summarize it and make a TLDR, too long didn't read or too long didn't watch, for you of this video. So really quickly in the AI, we can say, generate a summary of the script in 20 words or less, and it will do that. To make it even weirder, let's go ahead and make it read that summary in my AI voice. The video is about using Descript, a video editor with AI features like eye contact and filler word removal. And there we have it. A whole lot of really cool stuff in Descript. Most importantly for this video is that eye contact feature, really interesting thing. I encourage you to go download Descript. There's a link in the description below for you to check it out. Try out all the features. Go look at their website where they have all the features highlighted, their YouTube channel, all those good things, and just see all the options out there for you. When it comes to AI, I always like to think of how it can augment our workflow, and a lot of what Descript's doing is very much augmenting how we work. It's not replacing anything, but it's helping us do things quicker, better, and just helping us use all this data we have. So with that in mind, we will see you in the next video.